So this is a song that we're talking about tonight on the touchdown.
Yes.
The song that I feel like it's now getting the hype I was looking for. I feel like when you dropped the song, it was underrated. Not until the video was out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But you see, that's how music has evolved now. There's not so many songs that just blow up from just audio, unless you've already made a name. But if you're trying to break through, you have to use all avenues of marketing, and music videos are a part of marketing. So you have to make sure that you've got a good video out and people will pay attention. And if the song is already good, the video is good, you do everything you can to push it, definitely people will listen, people will watch, and they'll appreciate to say, okay, there's somebody there. And once you've got something new coming, because for me, I feel I have not reached yet with this song. It's going to do something, but the hard work starts now, because I'm sure I have people's ears now. They're like, okay, who's this guy that is singing this? Who's this guy that... So now it's my time now to prove, to say, okay, that wasn't just a one-time thing. I can do it again. I can make another nice song. I can... that kind of arrangement.
Okay, so let's talk about the story behind the song, the inspiration, and what were you thinking? What was going through? Is it something based on your true life?
Well, if I tell you the backstory to this, you might think that I'm lying. So, okay, here goes. Initially, this song was created in, I think, I'm not sure the year, between 2010 and 2011.
Whoa.
Okay. So initially, this song was actually even being sang in Bemba, and it had a fast beat. You remember, like if you remember the sounds of 2009, 10, 11, it was the EDM kind of arrangement. Yeah. So that's the type of beat it had. It was for then, and it was something like. And I was young then, I was in love and came from somewhere. But then I brushed it off. The song never came out because I was supposed to feature a lady and she did not come through to deliver the way I wanted her to. She was feeling shy and whatnot, so I brushed it off. Fast forward, I think maybe like 2 years ago or so, made a beat. I was like, okay, maybe I could record this. But then, you know, those things where you're doubting, is this really worth me working on? Maybe I have better projects than this. Let me do other things. And I actually even gave it away to a friend of mine.
The same song?
Yeah.
Okay.
The Chumbuika Buna you're listening to now.
Yeah.
I gave it away to a good friend of mine, Lloyd D, Mr. Kabovelo.
Yeah.
So initially I was supposed to do the hook, he does the verses, and I produce. But then he also sat on it. So one of those evenings I'm chilling with my friends, there's a friend of mine called Oliver, and I think we were jamming some of my recorded stuff. And I was like, I'm thinking of recording a song. Let me sing for you some choruses. And I sang, he was like, that's the one. I was like, oh, okay. The confidence came up again. I was like, okay, and that's a kind of guy that doesn't really appreciate anyhow. So for him to come out and say, hey, that's a good song, or it's catchy, and then definitely it was. Fast forward, I hooked up with COG. I told him, hey, make me a beat. And I didn't actually give him this thing because I wanted to test it. I wanted to prove, is it worthy? So I gave COG a number of choruses. Guess which one he picked? He picked Chumbuika Buna. So I was like, okay, this is definitely now showing me to say, okay, this is destiny. This song is supposed to be recorded.
Yeah.
We made a beat, and guess what? It took me another whole year for me to write it.
Oh.
Like to finish writing. I only had the chorus, the verses I didn't have. Because you see, the feeling had died. This song came from a feeling from way back. So as much as I tried to dive into that feeling back then, I couldn't feel it the same way. So I struggled with writing this song. But one day I just gave myself the challenge, wrote, and within 2 weeks I was like, you know what, let's record. We recorded the song, and 2-3 months later, this is the Chumbuika Buna you're listening to. And 2 months after the audio, that's the video we're watching now.
Wow.
So it's it's a song from way, way back. It's come a long way. And I think it's destiny that it's here. And I hope that people actually...
It's an amazing song.
Definitely.
It's an amazing song. Trust me, I feel like it was worth it to wait for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I
wait for
feel.
the right time.
Yeah,
like wait
the
for
right
the
time.
vibe to be okay.
But it came at a time when everybody now is talking about love is risky.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've done your research. I was just doing a background check about how it has become a trend of a lot of people who just want to be single but still play around.
Well, that's the trend of the society we live in, but that does not leave out people that actually want to genuinely love and be loved and build families. And I think that section of society is still there. And for me, that's who I want to sing to, because it's how I was raised. It's what I believe in. As much as, yes, there's struggles here and there. Of course, we struggle. Everybody struggles with love. People cheat. We do A, B, C, D. But that's love. And people need a good love song to... When they're in that situation, they need a chumbuika buino to express the feeling, to say, you know what? I've been hurt, I've been down, but I've finally reached, and it feels nice that the person I love loves me back. Yeah.
How many years are we talking about you being in the industry? You've been in the game for a while.
Yes.
But you are still doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I've been in the industry since 2008. That's like on a professional level. I wouldn't say really signed, but I was under XYZ. As a producer and an artist, but majority of the work I did was production, and I did some songs on my own. Couldn't really get slapped to jump on any, but I did jump on Lloyd's first album, which I single-handedly produced. It had bits from JLB, and that's actually where I met Bobby East and JLB before everything else, and got introduced to Alpha Romeo, and then I left XYZ. I wanted to pursue stuff. I wanted to do things in my own way, like I wanted to just make my own path. And that led me into doing activism work. I did a documentary with MTV. And from there, that led me to being selected as one of the ambassadors for the Brothers for Life campaign, alongside, well, the first Republican president, which is a huge thing, Pastor Kangwa Shileshe, Cactus Agony, Port-au-Prince, Tio, and a number of other prominent figures, including Mr. Chibamba Kanyama. That also propelled me into being chosen as an ambassador for AIDS Healthcare Foundation, because I do HIV AIDS activism. Yes. So in that period between 2010, like after I left XYZ, and now, there's been that activism work, there's been DJing, there's been producing, there's been writing, and then I had actually taken a 3-year break from making music. After my equipment was stolen, I stopped making music for 3 years. And I only returned in 2015. That's when I started recording music again. I worked with producers like Shomsi and the like. Then I think that's when the AIDS Healthcare Foundation endorsement came through. We ended up doing a song with B-Flow called Know Your Status, which you can actually find online. It has a music video as well. Yeah. And the dream just had to come back alive. And I was like, hey, I can still do this. I'm not old, for as long as the passion is still there, I gotta keep doing this. And that is how I started recording, because that song I'm talking about with B-Flow took me to places like South Africa, where we actually performed for 12,000 people in a stadium on the same stage as Queen Latifah, as Big Nas, as Common. So I count my wins. I might not be a big artist to people, but I think I've seen my growth from 2008, where I was just producing, to where I am today. And the one thing I yearn for is keep growing, keep moving, keep believing in the dream. As much as I have other things I'm pursuing, music is the center of my being. So what you might not know is SLIM is actually an acronym. I don't spell it as an acronym because of the dots P. It would be hard for people to search for my music or anything. So I just spell it as SLIM. But with so many people in the game calling themselves slim, I had to differentiate myself. And my slim is not because I look slim. It's steadily locked in music.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
So it's an acronym for steadily locked in music. And with that said, I write music, I sing, I produce, and I'm a DJ as well.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. Let's talk about some other stories as well. Maybe I would like to find out from you. Have you at one point faced cyberbullying?
No.
Or
I
being a
haven't.
victim?
A victim of cyberbullying? No. I think I've tried my best to stay away from incidences where that can become a problem. Because I think sometimes people fall prey into wanting to do what other people are doing, and you end up being the what do you call it, the laughing stock of whatever is happening. So I think I try my best to avoid certain, there's certain things that we do online that happen. You can easily fall into that and people will start making fun of you. So I've survived that. And in regards to my activism work and that kind of thing, I haven't faced any bullying or any discrimination or whatsoever. I keep being me, because I think when you own who you are, it's not something that somebody can come and replace and say, nah, I know you are ABCD, but if you know who you are, you can easily, somebody can't throw a stone at you and say, hey, you break, because you're standing as who you are. And when you understand that, whatever people might throw at you or say about you, it's not going to matter, because at the end of the day, you understand who you are. Yeah. So,
But you are one of the people as well who came out at the open and you just gave out your status.
yeah, definitely.
I feel like that was like, I don't know, man. I never had a chance to get to have an interaction with you.
Yeah.
But I would also like to find out how it was
well,
and how the society took you.
yeah. Well, society, how did they take it? I think there was more positive than I imagined, because as I was taking that step, I was worried, like, will people be negative about my situation? It was a 50-50 thing, and I took a gamble, and majority of it was positive. Of course, excuse me, there has been some negativity here and there from people, but there's that saying, like, if you cannot take advice from a person, don't fall for their criticism. Like, it doesn't make sense. You cannot criticize me if you cannot advise me, if I can't take your advice. So that's the situation I've been rolling with in regards to that. How it came about, well, for those that do not know, or for those that have heard the story before, and this is a reminder. Well, I was born HIV positive, and I only discovered it when I was 15, and about the same time my mother actually passed away, and that's about the same time that I even started taking my medication and whatnot. And I've been on medication since I was 15 years old. Today I am past 30 and I'm good. And I took it upon myself to come out, because you see, music was always the core. Even at 15, I knew I wanted to pursue music. So now I used to imagine a situation to say, what if I blew up, I become this famous artist? Of course, me being HIV positive is not going to go away. I'll still have to go to the clinic and get my medication. I'll still have to. So definitely, if they see me on TV and they see me at the clinic, they'll put the dots together and say, that guy is... I was like, you know what? I'm not going to manage a life of hiding, because I know there's so many people that are hiding that don't, and I don't blame them, because this is not for everybody. Not everybody can stand and say, hey, my HIV status is ABCD and I'm living my life like that. So it hasn't been an easy road, but what I didn't want was to hide. It has its advantages, it has its disadvantages, but I look more on the advantages, and I'm a free person. I can easily go to any clinic.
How did your circle take it? Because the pressure comes from the friends that you hang out with. In most cases, sometimes you feel a certain way. I know we're all human. Sometimes you feel in a certain way at the end of the day.
My circle was very supportive. My immediate close friends, my family, like, those have always had my back till today. Everybody has had my back, like everybody around me. starting from my older brothers, older sisters, my closest friends, and the fact that I accepted who I was. I think when you accept yourself first, it's easy for the next person to say, well, if he's okay with it, then why should I be not okay with it? And then at the end of the day, you have to realize that with HIV, there's so many people that are actually infected. And as the saying goes, if you are not infected, you're definitely affected. So I think for people around me, they felt that they were affected, and the best thing they could do was to support me. So I've had some real people around me, and reason I have the courage to still talk about it today. And I only stopped talking or giving interviews in regards to my HIV status, and because it was taking more of the attention of what I was doing. I wanted to do music more than activism work. So I dedicated a good number of years to activism, and then I just say two's down. I think I've networked enough. I know enough people that can carry on the work. And for me, let me now focus on my music career and bring it back to where I've always wanted to be. So this is me pushing now to say my music needs to get out there. I'm not after fame, but definitely fame is important if you're going to make money, because if you put out music, you want people to buy it. You want people to come to your shows. And that only comes after you market yourself, become popular, and that kind of arrangement. So right now, that is the goal, to get this music to as many people as I can. Break boundaries, like break my own records. I'm not looking at anybody else. I might not be the most talented singer, but I know that I have the skill to express myself. I have that, and people appreciate my voice. People appreciate what I write. So I write on that every day to say, you know what? If 10, 15 people can all tell me what you're doing is great, you can't tell me that all of them are lying to me. And especially if those people are not people that I personally know. If strangers are telling you something is good, if you didn't believe in yourself, then that is the time to start believing in yourself. So for me, I've always believed to say, and I've just been waiting for the right moment. And I can't lie, Chumbuika Bueno has been that song with the most positive reactions from people, starting from the audio itself and the video. And for the video, I'd like to say big up to Era Black, Director Black, for putting that together.
Clean video, amazing video.
And shot in one location.
I love the video. I must be honest. I love the video. I love how everything was done.
Yeah.
And trust me, someone did his homework.
Definitely.
There's so many good videos out there. But I feel this is one of the videos that deserves to also be shown on international platforms.
Yeah, definitely. And we're pushing for that. My team and I are definitely pushing for that. So hopefully in a few weeks, God willingly, if it works out, well, we'll see it on Tress on... And whoever's connections who's listening, hey, I've got a video, a nice video.
Go on his YouTube channel. Go on his YouTube channel. Just search for Just Slim with 172 subscribers, so you can still add that subscription.
Definitely.
Sure that,
please subscribe.
We'll give the brother more subscribers.
Yeah, definitely. Because the target is to reach 1,000. Because when I reach 1,000, I can easily start earning from YouTube. That's one thing that people need to know. Like, so when artists are out here telling you to say, yo, subscribe to my YouTube channel, yo, because that is going on a lot. Because this is when we realize as creatives, is you can actually be making money off YouTube, just off the content that we're making. So go to YouTube, search for Just Slim, and make sure you subscribe. Watch all the videos, because I've got like over 20 videos, because I've done covers. They are original, they're official videos. There's a lot of content that you can listen to off my channel. And other than that, please, my social media handles are at I am Just Slim across Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Make sure you like the pages. And you see, support is not always, because I know not everybody can manage to pay for music, or but if the music is out there on YouTube, you can listen to it for free. The least you can do for an artist, to support an artist, especially if you believe or you love what they're doing, share those links. get them to it, because you never know. My connection might be on your timeline waiting to watch my video and tell me to say, hey, my guy, here is this much, let's make 10 more videos. So it's always important, like if you see something nice, you believe in it, keep sharing. You might get one like off it, but I've learned something with social media. People see stuff. So keep sharing, and that is how you support an artist. You've got the money, hey, it's only 10 kwacha. Get to mvesesani.com and you can easily purchase Chumvika Bueno and all my other songs. They're definitely available there.
Okay, so last question I'd like to find out from you is if someone was to ask you to pick between the two, money or fame, which one would you pick and why? And you don't have to pick both.
Well, to be a little bit political, I'd say how much money. Because
how much money?
Yeah, exactly. You can
money enough to sustain yourself and live a life that you deserve. That you feel like, okay, it's a life that you can still survive with.
Well, then definitely I'll pick money. Okay. Because fame is, I don't know how to explain it, but it's not something that you can...
Comes and goes?
Yeah. It's not something that is really tangible that you can say, well, because I'm famous, I'm going to have a meal. You can be famous and be broke.
Yeah.
People can know you all around. Exactly. So I'll pick the money because I know with the money, I can actually even become famous.
True that. Smart move. So let's do this right now. I'm pretty sure you have seen what's been happening on social media. We always give our guests some freestyle right here. So you're going to be doing something for us tonight. And I know Slack Sam as well on the other side is ready to take some videos now.
Wow.
Okay. And make sure that you get to follow Slack Sam, or rather you get to follow him on his social media handles, really stuff, photographer.
Definitely.
Amazing work that the brother is doing right there. So check him out if you want those amazing quality pictures. I'm pretty sure you can just go on Joy FM Zambia. We're going to be posting our tonight's picture with our studio guest right here on the touchdown. So we have different instruments, so you can pick any.
Well, I think I'll do better with an acapella.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, because I'm going to give you a snippet of a song that's supposed to come out. I don't know when. It all depends on
an exclusive.
Which song
we're getting an exclusive.
Yeah.
Right now on Joy FM.
Yes.
We're good to go.
Well, so as I get into this, the title of the song is called Love Me. I'm always talking about love because I think our world revolves around that. But even right about now, I'd like to say big shout out to Kelvin Musialela. Big shout out to Sapiso, who's been watching my love video on Facebook. Shout out to you guys. Thank you so much. So let's get into this. It goes something like, Wela pafupi umveko kankani nilinako. Ndikupepesa tudzandithava ukamva nkhaniyo. Kwenachokela napita muwambili yatsikana. Koma onse zinakangani nangophwanya mitima. Ndipo ena ndianangonisiya muvilonda vakumutima. Vamera nthawi ndiye ingachiritse. Ndipo ena ndianangonisiya mumisazi, that makes it hard to trust someone else. So I don't know why I feel this way about you, but I'm willing to give it a try one more time. But before that, nifuna nifunse. But before that, nifuna kuziva. The chorus is going to be, if people are going to say this freestyle and say, well, we want that song, then we can listen to it.
Oh my. I feel like it's a song that we need to be on the lookout right there. Just Liam, thank you very much for coming through. I wish we could go on and on. I had so many things to find out from you, but time is not on our side.
Well, thank you so much for the time that we've had, and I'm sure we've covered a lot of things. So I do really appreciate you having me here. It's been a great honor, and keep doing what you're doing. Of course, I follow the socials too, so I know what you've been up to. So I really appreciate, on behalf of each and every person that you're helping, each and every person that you're giving a platform. So from me, Just Slim, thank you so much. And let's keep doing this, and we can change the face of the industry. together.
True that. Thank you very much for coming through. Let's go straight to your song right here on Joy FM. On that side, we'll get back with our last studio guest for tonight on The Touchdown.
Easy on us. Yes, I know that you know you're my only one. 'Cause since the day